Hello there you guys, welcome to another of my live videos. I do apologise for the interference, my internet went a bit down and the current video cut off, so we'll start again. So yeah, reportedly Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is only allowed to make loan signings in the January transfer window. Reportedly, he's prevented from signing any permanent deals or agreeing any permanent deals in the January transfer window, as Ed Woodward and the board and the club want to save money to next summer when we get another manager on a full-time basis, as I currently said. And Ole Gunnar Solskjaer has admitted he'd like the job on a full-time basis. Reportedly, he's going to get around a £50 million spending spree to spend in January. But reportedly, Man United want to save money until next summer, until we get a full-time boss into the club, as I said. But he's got a few targets he's identified as Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, but reportedly, Man United, according to the Mirror and according to the Metro, Man United are only initially allowed to make loan signings. So he's restricted to loan deals in the January transfer window. Is Ole Gunnar Solskjaer and Ed Woodward's made this clear, and the board have made this clear as well. But we have got a few potential tags like Koulibaly and Douglas Costa. Reportedly, we want to get us back in, and we want to get a winger in as well. But reportedly, as Ed Woodward's confirmed, Solskjaer's only allowed to make loan signings in the January transfer window. But based on yesterday's performance, great win for Ole Gunnar Solskjaer in his first game for Manchester United. There was heart, there was desire, there was passion shown in the team. You know, one touch, two touch, lovely little flicks. And, you know, he praised all the players for the performance. He thought everybody played well on the pitch yesterday. First time Manchester United have scored 5 goals in the Premier League since the Alex Ferguson era. And the first time we scored 5 goals in all. I think the last time we scored 5 goals was against Midtjylland. That's in all competitions, as I said. But last time in the Premier League, it was under the Alex Ferguson era as well. And good instructions given by Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. You know, he gave the players that mentality. They went there with the right attitude to the players. They went with the mentality, and they went out there and put an absolutely fantastic performance out, as I said. And you can see now, since Solskjaer's arrival, you know, at the club, that the mood has changed, the atmosphere has changed in the fans and the players, and everything. It's just exciting to see. As I said, and it is. Yesterday was a glimpse of the Fergie days, because that's the style of play. His style of play is absolutely amazing. That's the style of play that Manchester United used to play under Alex Ferguson, and as we all know, and that returns to the glory days. As we all know, that's how I watched United as I grew up. As a kid, that's how I used to watch Manchester United. That's what it was basically like under Alex Ferguson. But I expected a change in the Manchester United players. I knew we was going to get at least 70-80% better out of the players under Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, because Solskjaer knows about the team. He knows some of the players from the reserve team, as he was speaking about. He praised Michael Carrick, he praised Kieran, he praised Paul Pogba as well, who I thought was fantastic yesterday. Pogba, who were very, very precise on the ball. The passing was neat. Great free-flowing attacking football, positive football. It was good to see the fullbacks getting high up the pitch, something that we didn't see under Jose Mourinho. I thought Luke Shaw played well. I thought Ashley Young played well as well. And these players weren't playing to their potential level under Jose Mourinho. But I think the brilliance of Solskjaer can improve this team. As I said, I think what did probably get 2 or 3 assists yesterday. Jesse Lingard got 2 goals, got an assist. Rashford scored a great first goal as well from the free kick. Martial, you know, was very, very influential. I thought his movement on the width was very, very good. I thought Herrera and Matic were pulling the strings off well in the midfield. I thought Matic had a great game yesterday. We created a lot of chances. It could have been more than 5-1. You know, I think the best goal of the game was the third goal, because the movement, the build-up play to that third goal was just absolutely fantastic. And Martial, you know, still had a lot to do. He had to finish it. He had his head up. He knew where he was going to slot the ball, and he went straight into the bottom corner of the net. But best performance without a doubt this season. It's the biggest win of this season, as I currently said. But essentially, the club, you know, are making sense in this scenario, basically saying we're going to save money for next summer, because we have got potentially a very, very good squad, because a lot of money has been invested in that Manchester United team. As we all know, £700-800 million has been spent on that Manchester United team, you know, since Alex Ferguson retired. Mourinho spent over £400 million, and he bought a full team. But I think Rashford and Martial will grow and develop more under Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, and I think they can become potential superstars. In my opinion, as I said. But Lingard were great yesterday. He was helping out. You know, the whole team was communicating. Lingard, you know, was causing problems for the Cardiff defence. He was getting space very, very well. I thought the passing was very, very, the movement was very, very good. We played at a high tempo. We were very, very fast on the ball, very, very quick. As I said, and we wasn't lethargic because under Mourinho, we'd go 1-0 up and we'd sit back and play defensively and not try and kill a game off. But yesterday was just absolutely amazing. I expected it. I didn't expect Manchester United to win by 5 goals to 1. I know Cardiff are a poor team. We don't want to get too confident, as I said. But Solskjaer, we've got that platform now. After this great win, it's going to give more confidence in the team. We've got a platform, and we've created that platform now. We've got Solskjaer in charge. Now we've got to build on that platform, and that's all that matters indeed. But it was a great performance. It was the goals from Rashford. Well, there was 2 penalties in the game as well. Cardiff got a penalty. It was a ledge handball from Marcus Rashford. That was 2-1. Well, Rashford scored first. Then Herrera scored a deflected goal, but it was a good goal. That was 2. They got a penalty. That was 2-1. Manchester United, third goal was brilliant build-up play, as I said. The 4th goal was a Jesse Lingard penalty, and the 5th goal, Pogba had got the assist, and Lingard just round the keeper and finished it off right near the end. But the performance was fantastic. We're precise on the ball, strong at going forward, very aggressive. And it was just an absolutely amazing, fantastic performance. And Solskjaer's give them players a kick up the boot, as I said in his instructions, worked indeed. And he did say, did Solskjaer, he is going to use the hairdryer. That's what Ferguson used to do as well. He has been in regular contact with Alex Ferguson, as Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, as I said. And I think he's going to do an amazing job. Whether he gets the job on a full-time basis or not, I do not know. But if we carry on playing like this, there is still a slight chance of top 4 with Chelsea and Manchester City, losing yesterday at home. There's still a slight chance. We are still 8 points behind top 4, I think. We're 19 points behind top, as we all know. But it would be an incredible achievement in this 6 months if Solskjaer could get Manchester United into the top 4 by, the end of the season. That would be amazing. But I think Ed Woodward would consider maybe if Solskjaer progressed well and he did very, very well, he'd consider taking Solskjaer on a full-time basis if we fail to get Mauricio Pochettino as our full-time successor at the end of the season, because we have paid a fee to lend Solskjaer. We've paid 1.8 million to lend him from Molde. He's under contract with Molde to 2021. As we all know, but he knows the culture of the club. He knows the club inside out, does Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. He knows the traditions of the club. He knows some of the players, and he's going to get to know more of the players as well as Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. And he said it's like his home. He loves the club. He loves it with his heart, and he's excited about fulfilling this managerial role at Manchester United. As we all know, is Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. But great win. 5 goals to 1 to Manchester United, as I said, and we have got a great team, and you could see the difference yesterday. The mood were lifted, the atmosphere were very, very good. The players working hard for the team, excellent work rate, very, very energetic, positive football. As I said, we were very, very clinical, and that's what we've been wanting to see for absolutely ages. But it's the first time. I can't remember last time I saw Manchester United play like that. It must be since the Alex Ferguson days. I can remember Manchester United putting in such a great, outstanding performance out like that. But it was a great performance in Manchester United. Rashford had a chance in the game as well. He could have got another goal that was saved. Pogba had a chance that was saved by the keeper. I'm surprised Pogba didn't get his name on the score sheet, because I think he ran the show in the midfield yesterday for Manchester United. But anyway, great result. 5 goals to 1, as I said. So hopefully we can carry this on. And Solskjaer, I think, suits the trappings of his club. I think he can command us, in the position that we want to be in, because he knows the club inside out. And obviously, the instructions he gave to them players, what Solskjaer demanded, what Solskjaer expected, and what he demanded the players to do. The players went out on that pitch and they totally did what Solskjaer said. But he did say he's going to give the youth an opportunity. He's going to give everyone the opportunity. I think if he can promote the youth, get the whole team playing very, very well, which he has done in his first game, I think there's a chance he could get the job on a full-time basis, and Manchester United may decide to give him the contract. But I don't know, I think Edward is still planning on getting a full-time manager such as Pochettino or Zinedine Zidane. As we all currently reportedly, Solskjaer is only allowed to reportedly make loan signings in January, and Manchester United have cast aside any permanent deals in the January transfer window, as I said. But Solskjaer, as I said, when he was at Molde, he won 2 Norwegian titles. He won honours when he was managing the United reserve team. He didn't have such a good defensive record with Cardiff. He did poor at Cardiff. He got relegated with Cardiff, and he had a bad defensive record at Molde. But obviously, he knows about Manchester United, so he's had a bit of managerial experience as well as Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. And I think he understands the philosophy of this club. He has the philosophy, does Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, and what he demanded out to them players to do, they totally went along with it, and he's very, very proud with his players, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer as well, and you can tell the difference, in the atmosphere now in the Manchester United fans, and I thought they communicated very, very well yesterday. The work rate was very, very good, very, very energetic, and they just played well together as a team, which is really, really good to see. Getting bodies in decent positions as well. And that's what you're supposed to do, and that's what we've been wanting to see since Alex Ferguson retired. But we haven't seen that, guys. I'm afraid, and it's good to see his fullbacks, going high up the pitch, getting involved, making overlapping runs for the likes of Martial and Jesse Lingard. Which was very, very good to see. So, Huddersfield next game on Boxing Day, guys. As I currently said, so it's going to be interesting to see how Ole Gunnar Solskjaer lines up. And he did say, Manchester United, I've got to keep playing like that. We have to keep playing like that. And we keep playing like that. The football we played yesterday was amazing. It was like Barcelona yesterday. It was like City when they play like. It was like Liverpool, the way they've been playing this season. But we carry on like that. We're capable of beating anybody on the day playing like that, as he currently said. But yeah, reportedly Solskjaer's only allowed to make loan signings in January. So there is potentially a few signings that Solskjaer's interested in. So Toby Alderweireld's been mentioned. Juventus' Douglas Costa's been mentioned. So Douglas Costa is a winger. Reportedly Manchester United are interested in him. This stemmed from the media a couple of days ago that Manchester United have showed an interest in Juventus' Douglas Costa. Now he's at Juventus. He hasn't been getting the regular starts that he currently wants with Juventus, the player. Juventus had him on a one-year loan deal last season. Juventus had to pay, I think, around £6 million for a one-year loan deal from Bayern Munich. And then Juventus, I think, was it this year? Sometime was it this year? They signed him on a permanent deal. I think it was around £36 million. But he's strong, he's quick, he's good in the air. His passing ability is supposed to be very, very good. His crossing's very, very good. He's a very, very good dribbler of the ball. Of what I've watched of Douglas Costa, and we still need a couple of potential signings in there, but I do get where the clubs coming from. With they want to save money, until next summer, because obviously they probably feel as though we don't need to get any permanent signings in January because we've got a good enough squad as it is, because they're recommending, thinking, well, with a lot of money's being spent in this team, we've got Solskjaer for the time being into the job, and he knows what he's doing with this Manchester United team, and the team's good enough as it is. But I think he's allowed to get initial loan signings until the end of the season with Man United. But Douglas Costa, as I said, he's a very, very good player. He's never played in the Premier League himself, Douglas Costa. But this is his second season with Juventus. He won the domestic double in his first season with Juventus, did Douglas Costa. He's also an ex-Bayern Munich. He won 2 titles with Bayern Munich. So the player has won quite a few honours, what the clubs he's played for, Douglas Costa. Shakhtar Donetsk won the domestic treble, then won quite a lot of honours there as well. And he raised up the ranks, when he was younger in his prime, with Guerrero, did Douglas Costa. But reportedly, it could cost Man United in the region of around £35 million to get the pursuit of Douglas Costa. But reportedly, he has been mentioned in the press as well. But I think Solskjaer's got the right mentality for this club, because he knows the culture of the club, he knows the club inside out, and he's going to give opportunities to Fred. Fred came on yesterday. I think Fred's going to get more game time under Solskjaer, while Mata, I think, is going to get more starts from the start, even though Mata I don't think started yesterday. Obviously, Lukaku, I think Solskjaer can improve Lukaku. I know his big game bottle, everyone talks about his first touch. He's proven in the Premier League. He was good in his first season with United. He's on compassionate leave at the moment, so I think he's set to miss the Huddersfield game, and then I think he's set to return Romelu Lukaku. But under Jose Mourinho, where the board weren't backing him, the board weren't backing some of the signings he wanted to get in the club, and we wasn't getting his main priority targets, as we all currently know. But I think now Solskjaer's here, he's got the right managerial style for the club. He suits Japan's of the club because he knows about the club. He has experience of being at the club. He was at the club 11 years as a player from 1996 to 2007 under the management of Alex Ferguson with Solskjaer. So he knows everything about the club. And I think the brilliance, he understands the philosophy. And I think the brilliance of Solskjaer can improve Lukaku, can improve Matic. He can improve all this team, can Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. And you could tell, the difference in Manchester United yesterday. As I said, but Lukaku is on compassionate leave. As I said, as that has confirmed. I think we still got Rojo injured, Smalling's injured, and of course we know Sanchez is out until January in the new year as well. Sanchez is out until January in the new year as well. So yeah, reportedly he's only allowed to get loan signings in the January transfer window. I think Pereira is going to get more game time under Solskjaer as well, because he's been frustrated with a lack of game time. There's been no sign of him signing a new deal yet. But he did come on as a substitute yesterday, which was good to see. So he did say he was going to rotate the squad, did Solskjaer, if you heard what he said. Man United Huddersfield preview will either coming up today, as he updated you on, or it will be tomorrow. Or it will be tomorrow. So there's a potential another Manchester United target who Solskjaer's been interested in. It's Toby Alderweireld. Now he's another player that Manchester United have been interested in. Toby Alderweireld, 30 million. Reportedly, it could cost us in the excess of £30 million. There's been no sign of him signing a new contract with Tottenham. Tottenham do have other options at the back. They've got Davinson Sanchez and they've got Vertonghen as well. Reportedly, Man United were in talks during the course of summer to get Toby Alderweireld. Tottenham were demanding that they wanted around £60 million for the player. Man United were reluctant, to pay that much, as I said. But reportedly, it could be available for around £30-40 million in January. Toby Alderweireld, I think he's got a 25 million release clause for next summer, as the player. But reportedly, he's been on Manchester United, agenda as well as Toby Alderweireld. Do you think he'd complement the likes of Lindelof and Eric Bailly as well, Toby Alderweireld? But he's been in the Premier League a good 4-5 years now, and I have reservations about him. He can prove to be a world-class central defender, Cantovia, Alderweireld, as I said. But he's been another potential target. Koulibaly's been another potential Manchester United target. Actually, I've confirmed that Man United had around a £95 million bid turned down for Koulibaly. So I think in the process we've had 3 bids turned down for Koulibaly now. I think this £95 million bidding, whilst Jose Mourinho was in charge, this is just before he got sacked, Jose Mourinho. Reportedly, Man United put a £95 million bid in. It had been turned down. I don't think Napoli are willing to do any business in the January transfer window for Koulibaly anywhere. He's still under contract with Napoli till 2023, and they expect and they demand around £90 million for Koulibaly. The Napoli, as we all know, he's been a full international since 2015. I think he's made about 29 appearances for Senegal. But Ed Woodward has previously been in discussions with the Napoli officials about Manchester United making potential move. His performances for Napoli have been very, very good. I think he has very, very little weaknesses in his game, and he adapts every area of his game very, very well. But I don't think Man United are going to go for him now anyway, because I think the price puts Manchester United off a bit. We know he's a world-class central defender. I think he complements our backline fantastically well, and he's versatile as well. His versatility is very, very good, and he's 27 years old. 27 years old is Koulibaly as well. Obviously, we've got Fosu-Mensah, don't forget, and what's the other one? Fosu-Mensah, and we've got 2 centre-backs out on loan. It's Fosu-Mensah and it's someone else who we've got on loan as well. But Fosu-Mensah and well, we've got 2 of our centre-backs on loan at this moment in time. Who's the other one? I can't remember. It'll come to me head. So it's Fosu-Mensah and someone else, as I said. So yeah, 2 of them centre-backs are on loan, as I said. So we're still in the market for the centre-back, but reportedly Solskjaer's only allowed to make loan signings in the January transfer window. I've just remembered. It's Fosu-Mensah and Tuanzebe that are out on loan from Manchester United. I've just remembered. Yeah, it's Alex Tuanzebe and it's Fosu-Mensah that are out on loan as well. But yeah, it was a great win yesterday for Manchester United. 5-1, as I said. And who's to say won't get the job on a full-time basis, as I said. But reportedly, Man United board and Ed Woodward doesn't want to get any permanent signings in January. But Solskjaer reportedly, I think he's banned from getting any permanent signings in January according to the media. But reportedly he's allowed to go out and get some loan deals. Reportedly he's going to get £50 million, but reportedly he's allowed to get players out on loan, and Man United are going to save money for next summer, to get a permanent manager in, rebuild into the team, get players that they want into the team as well. So they're going to do that for next season, which does make sense really, because obviously we've had a bad season this season. Solskjaer came into the job, where there's obviously a lot of problems at the squad, and we're sitting, we're miles away, in the table, and there's still lots to sort out about. And there's still lots to sort out. Solskjaer's got to think about contract renewals because there's a lot of players coming to the end of the deals. His lineups every game, his tactics. Maybe getting some players on loan in January as well, because he's only allowed to get players on loan in January. Reportedly, as the board has confirmed as well. So yeah, that's everything really to update you on. I think Solskjaer's the right man. I don't think he'll get the job on a full time basis. As I said, no matter what the outcome is, he might do. I might be wrong, but we'll have to see how it progresses in the next 6 months. But I think Pochettino's favourite to come in at the end of the season, or Zinedine Zidane's favourite. Pochettino at the moment is fully committed to Tottenham, as we all currently know. He's happy with Tottenham, as he said. And yeah, so he's got a 5-year deal with Tottenham, as we all know. Man United reportedly are interested in recommending him at the end of the season, according to Gary Neville. He'd be the right candidate for United because his use of young players. Same with Scholes. He thinks Pochettino would be the right man. And Alex Ferguson, of course, who won 38 trophies at Manchester United, he'd be the favourite as well. He'd be Ferguson's favourite as well for Pochettino to come in at the end of the season. Reportedly, it would cost Man United £40 million to appoint Pochettino at the end of the season. Premier League proven. Is Pochettino. His use of young players is very, very good. And I think if he came to United, he'd have the money to spend, he'd have that power, as I currently said. And Gary Neville said we do need to restructure, as he was saying, Gary Neville. But Pochettino, as I said, he's been in the Premier League he's been managing since 2009. He's been in the Premier League 7 seasons, as we all know. He played 18 years. His playing career did Mauricio Pochettino, but he's only spent £50 million at Tottenham since 2014. So Tottenham have not spent all compared to the likes of us, Man City, Liverpool, and all that. They haven't invested that much money since 2014, but they have got a very, very good squad. So Tottenham's mainly built around Pochettino, but he has got a very, very good squad, as Mauricio Pochettino, as I currently said. But Solskjaer, what did Solskjaer doing very, very well? As I said, he's won his first game. He wanted the players to express themselves. The players did express themselves, and they went along with what he said, and that was very, very good to see. Positivity now back at the club. We've had a lot of positivity. We had a lot of positivity, this week. With Mourinho getting sacked on Tuesday, now Solskjaer getting appointed interim manager and turning the club around, getting his first win under Manchester United manager and telling the players to express themselves. And I think he's got the right mentality. He understands the philosophy. Yeah, so great win for Manchester United that was. But we move on to Huddersfield, which is on Boxing Day. I think it's 3 o'clock, so it won't be televised, as I said. But we'll have the preview coming up either today or tomorrow of the Manchester United Huddersfield game. Our next 2 games, I think, are at home, and then after that it's Newcastle on New Year's Day. 2nd of January, day after New Year's Day, away from home as well. But yeah, there's also been talks of Zinedine Zidane coming in. I think they are the 2 potential favourites if Solskjaer doesn't get offered the job on a full-time basis, and Solskjaer would like the job on a full-time basis. But Zinedine Zidane, reportedly Man United offered him the job. Reportedly, I think Zinedine Zidane's considering it, as it currently said. Zinedine Zidane, obviously, who's got a great managerial CV, as we all currently know. He hasn't been manager since May. He stepped down as Real Madrid manager in May, and look at the problems Real Madrid have currently had since he departed, since Ronaldo left Real Madrid. Look at the problems they've got. They've got Santiago Solari in charge of their team of Real Madrid. But Zinedine Zidane won 3 Champions Leagues with Real Madrid, won a lot of individual awards, won awards as a player. He played for Real Madrid as a player, played for Juventus as a player, as well as Zinedine Zidane. I think he'd have the right philosophy. I think he'd have a positive environment with the players and the staff. If he was to get recommended at the end of the season, Zinedine Zidane. He's never played or managed in the Premier League as Zinedine Zidane, but he has got a good pedigree as Zinedine Zidane as well. But reportedly, according to Dan Bolland yesterday, the Spanish publication had actually reported that reportedly he would like to identify his first signing if he was to come to the club at the end of the season. Reportedly, he said he would want Manchester United he would want Ousmane Dembele at Manchester United, reportedly. if he was to come to the club at the end of the season. Reportedly, one of his first signings would be Ousmane Dembele. The Spanish publication reported on it. Don Ballon had reported on it as well. And Ousmane Dembele, he's very, very good young age prospect. As I said, he's really had a difficult time, with Barcelona. To be quite fair, Ousmane Dembele, with lack of minutes, injuries has affected his playing time, in Spain with Barcelona. Ousmane Dembele. Barcelona paid €106 million for Ousmane Dembele, as we all know. He can play as a winger, he can play up front as well. Do you think he complement our team fantastically well? He is 21 years of age, he's Ousmane Dembele. Obviously won the La Liga and Copa del Rey his first season with Barcelona, but he was injured that season. And he's struggling for game time at Barcelona. He isn't really establishing himself that well at Barcelona. He isn't getting enough game time under his belt. But if he came to United, he would be guaranteed first team football, probably. With Ousmane Dembele, he's obviously an ex-Borussia Dortmund player. Obviously, when he was a lot younger in his prime, he was a Rennes player, where he risen up the ranks with Rennes as well, Ousmane Dembele. But reportedly, it could cost Man United in the region of around €100 million to get the pursuit of the player. But Zinedine Zidane said if he was coming to the job at the end of the season, he would want Ousmane Dembele to come with him to Old Trafford, and this is what Zinedine Zidane had currently said. That was according to a couple of reports from the Don Ballon that they allegedly reported on that. But that's what it had currently said as well. So I think the two favourites are going to be Zinedine Zidane and Pochettino. We know there's been a few other manager names being mentioned as well, guys. So yeah, so that's really everything to update. So Solsjaker told the players to express themselves. They did that reportedly. He's going to get around £50 million spent in January. He's only reportedly, according to the press, he's only allowed to get loan signings in the January window, as the club don't want to spend heavy in January because obviously they feel as though we've got a great team already. We don't need to spend in January, and they're going to wait until next summer to get some signings in the in the board when the new manager comes in, or will it be Solskjaer who gets a job on a full-time basis? As I currently said. So anyway, guys, that's everything to update today. Drop your comments, likes below on the channel. If you do, consider subscribe to the channel as always, and take care. God bless, guys, and I'll see you all again very, very soon.